20 signs your husband or boyfriend is cheating. According to research conducted by Boston University sociology professor Deborah Carr, up to 25% of married men admitted to sleeping with someone other than their spouse during their relationship marriage. There are often indications that can tip you off to your spouse's extramarital affairs. Before you're blindsided by infidelity, brush up on these 20 subtle signs your boyfriend or husband may be cheating. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. 1. He brings his phone everywhere with him. Though it should come as no surprise that most adults bring their phones practically everywhere with them, if your husband is suddenly insisting that he needs his phone when he showers, it could be a sign he's hiding something like an affair. It's not difficult to imagine that cell phones harbor a wealth of information, including texts, videos, and emails. Hiding a cell phone or taking it to the bathroom or even on the shortest trip to take out the trash is a red flag. It means that the partner doesn't want us to see something. 2. The intimacy has waned. Sex shouldn't be the only type of intimacy in a marriage or relationship, but to deem it unimportant is a major oversight. If your partner suddenly seems to have no interest in sex, despite being in decent health both physically and mentally, it's often one of the telltale signs your husband is cheating. 3. He accuses you of cheating. One of the strongest signs he's cheating? He's constantly accusing you of doing the same thing. Believe it or not, some unfaithful husbands and boyfriends will actually cheat because they're worried their partner might do the same. Cheating can also happen because one partner is afraid that they will get cheated on, so they decide to be the first to do it. 4. He showers you with gifts. It's always nice to come home to flowers and gifts, but unfortunately, a sudden flood of random presents can also be one of the signs he's cheating. A guilty conscience can often prompt cheaters to overextend themselves to their spouses, meaning that the designer bag he brings you or the expensive vacation he offers to whisk you away on isn't necessarily the signs of his love and devotion you assumed them to be. 5. He's suddenly taking care of himself. It may be nice to see your significant other putting some work into their health and appearance, but those long hours at the gym might not be for you. When your husband or boyfriend suddenly has a new reason to look good naked, don't be surprised if he's suddenly hyper-aware about the calories in his favorite foods or the lack of definition in his calves. 6. He responds to your questions with one-word answers. A breakdown in communication is not only sometimes a precursor to cheating, but a sign it's already happening. If the only thing you can glean about those supposed after-work drinks he had with his friends is that they were fine, you might want to start looking further into what else he might be hiding from you. 7. He's constantly texting someone, but won't specify who. If your husband has a relatively small social circle, but suddenly has someone he's texting at all hours of the night, you might be seeing the nascent signs of an affair. In fact, the thrill of hiding the new relationship from a significant other might even be what keeps him going back for more. There is a thrill that comes from being secretive and trying not to get caught. Cheating can create a relationship that has excitement and risk. It can indicate a break from the monotony of the relationship with one's primary partner. 8. He's spending a lot. Those suddenly high credit card bills aren't just the result of him switching from Trader Joe's to Whole Foods. In many affairs, showering a new significant other with gifts keeps the spark alive, and often leads to some serious spending. 9. He picks fights. If your husband or boyfriend has suddenly found someone who feels like an escape from the monotony of your marriage, don't be surprised if he starts noticing every little flaw in you. Strange as it may seem, those bizarre fights over how you do your hair or unpack the dishwasher could be a sign that he's seeing someone else. Remember to subscribe to my channel. 10. His daily routine has changed. Your husband or boyfriend has suddenly taken to waking up at 5 a.m. to hit the gym, having previously waited in bed until the last possible second to get out the door for work. What gives? Unfortunately, this sudden change in routine could be a sign of infidelity. With someone new to make time for, don't be surprised if his schedule suddenly shifts. 11. His friends are being especially chummy with you. Sometimes, the guilt that comes along with an affair doesn't stop at the people involved. If your husband's friends are suddenly treating you like their BFF, even when you haven't been that close in the past, it could be a sign your spouse is cheating and has let some members of his inner circle in on the news. 12. He expresses disgust about other people. Your husband or boyfriend has rarely discussed other women in front of you before, but suddenly, he's all too eager to tell you just how unattractive even supermodels are to him. If this is the case, he could be overcompensating for some of his real-life dalliances to make you feel more secure. 13. He tries to get you to stop doing nice things for him. With cheating often comes a fair amount of guilt, which leads some husbands to get their spouses to stop doing nice things for them. If he goes out of his way to tell you that you shouldn't be making dinner or buying him gifts, it could be a sign he's feeling guilty about his affair. According to licensed marriage and family therapist Carrie Krawiec, some men will also experience extreme guilt and say, "I'm a bad person," with no explanation. 14. He stops kissing you during sex. Sex is an inherently intimate experience, but when someone's cheating, it becomes significantly less so. If your spouse is no longer looking at you during sex, bails on the foreplay, or won't even kiss you during the act, it could be a sign his mind is wandering elsewhere. 15. He starts talking to you about a friend's cheating habits. Sometimes cheating husbands and boyfriends try to be discreet about their dalliances, but can't help but discussing them anyway. Many cheating spouses will try to gauge their significant other's reaction to a story about cheating by framing it as though it was something told to him by a friend in confidence, or will ask them what they'd do if they were in the same situation. This hypothetical question, especially when asked in the context of relationship plans, may sometimes signal that our partner probes us to understand our beliefs or response to hypothetical problems, should they be seeing someone else. 16. His wardrobe has suddenly changed. If your jeans and t-shirt kind of guy is suddenly decking himself out in Armani suits, a new partner may be influencing his tastes. In addition to hitting the gym more often and being more careful about their grooming, many cheating husbands will make sure their wardrobe looks like $1,000,000 to please the new object of their affection. 17. He gets mad when you ask questions about his whereabouts. Usually a question as innocuous as, "How was the grocery store?" won't trigger a massive emotional response, unless you're dealing with a cheater, that is. Cheating can be stressful for everyone involved, meaning your husband suddenly starts acting like anything you ask him is akin to the Spanish Inquisition. Please don't get mad at me, please subscribe to my channel. 18. He doesn't go to bed at the same time as you. While different work schedules sometimes prevent couples from getting to bed at the same time, a sudden shift in your husband's bedtime routine could be a sign of a cheater. There's no safer time to message a mistress than when your significant other is sound asleep, after all. 19. He goes into too much detail when he explains where he's been. Though some cheating husbands and boyfriends will virtually refuse to give any information about their whereabouts, others will do anything in their power to cover their backs. This means that a simple, "Who was at the party?" will merit a full rundown of every single person there, the decor, and the exact recipe for the host's famous sangria. When stories seem inconsistent in recapitulating events of the day, that's a red flag. For example, someone says they were able to buy something for us in a town nearby, even though you know they wouldn't have the time to be there, that's a sign something might be on the horizon. Another red flag is when the person seems very excited, too excited, to share some information with us, especially when we didn't ask them to justify where they've been. 20. He has an issue in the bedroom. Sometimes, changes in your husband's sexual habits outside of your bedroom can mean changes in the bedroom too. This can sometimes mean that reaches a climax during sex with you, or at least takes longer to do so. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and please consider watching our next video on your screen or visit our playlist for more educational, self-development, and relationship tips videos, and don't forget to share our videos as well. Thank you.